Hi everyone, in this speed build today I am creating a base game starter home. So what that means is I only used items and the build tools from the base game. I didn't use anything from any expansion packs or game packs or stuff packs or anything like that. And as a starter home, I made it so that the whole lot is less than 20,000 simoleons, because as most people know, when you first create a family to move them into a lot, they usually start off with only 20,000 simoleons for their funds. So if you download the slot and you want to move a new family in with only 20,000 simoleons, I believe the value of this home is around 17,000, but I mean, I'll put the exact number below, but I believe if depending on what size lot you place the home on, it might change the price a little bit, so it might go up to 19,000, but it'll still be under the 20,000 mark. So no matter what, your Sims will still have a couple hundred to a couple $1,000 to their, or simoleons. I always say dollars. A couple hundred or a couple thousand simoleons to their name, so they can still kind of live off that. But in building this home, I wasn't going for any specific style of home. I actually at first wanted to do a bungalow, but the columns that I wanted to use weren't a part of the base game, unfortunately, so I didn't get to use them. My main goal is just to make it look decent on the outside, and I also wanted to include a chimney. So that's what I did, but I only made a front porch. I didn't put any backyard stuff or back porch or anything because it is a starter home. So if I had tried to make a back porch or any kind of stuff going on in the backyard, it would have been that much more money I would have had to use. So I would have had to probably take away some of the actual living space in order to have enough funds to do any kind of back porch, and I chose not to do that. Again, since it's a starter home, the whole purpose is that if you're playing without any cheats, and you want your Sims to just kind of have the bare necessities for living, it's all provided in this home. And if your Sims get a job and make money, then they can, upgrade the furniture or add more furniture or extend the house or whatever the case may be, depending on how your gameplay goes or what your goal is in the game. But yeah, so I opted out of making any kind of backyard anything. I put some trees in the backyard just so it's not so empty. I mean, if your Sims want to access the backyard, they can walk out the front door and walk around to the back, but I mean, really there's nothing to do there for now. So it's funny because I went into this actually taking my time, and it didn't take me long at all. I was so surprised when I finished. I had only been working on it for like an hour and a half, something like that. But I think what made it easier is the fact that I was so limited on what I can put in the house, because I was trying to make sure that I gave them everything they needed. But at the same time, I still wanted to put some kind of decor in the house. So you'll see later, I kind of switch some things out, and I'm usually looking through and finding the cheaper options of things. Like I found the cheapest refrigerator and the cheapest stove, and I don't think I went for the cheapest bed, I'm not sure, but I ended up just trying to find the more lower price things, because the cheaper the items are that you put in the house, the more things you can get, like with decorations, like putting plants and everything. So I didn't put a whole lot of decorations, but I wanted to make sure that there was something, so I got very little things just so that everything wasn't completely naked and plain looking. And at first, when I started on the exterior of the house, I thought about doing a bold colored home. I thought about making everything inside bold colors, but once I was looking at the swatches of everything, especially in the cheaper products, I didn't feel like there was a lot of bold options that would have worked well together, to create a cohesive interior design type of deal. So I ended up just kind of doing a very simple basic color scheme throughout. In the living area, it's mainly like a yellowish beige and then a kind of muted navy blue color, and then in the bathroom, there's that bold blue tile in the bathroom, but I went with very simple, basic white and gray tiles on the walls. You know, in the bedroom, I really wasn't sure what look I wanted to go for in the bedroom. I didn't want it to be like all super matching throughout the whole house, so I kind of went with a different color scheme in the bedroom, like a little bit more, I guess, youthful, a little bit brighter. But I really thought about going back in and changing all the furniture that I put in the bedroom because I didn't really like the way it came out. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I'm kind of silly about some things, but yeah, the bedroom was just, I kept thinking about it and I kept thinking maybe I should go back in and record me changing it and everything. But I honestly was just kind of being lazy, and I was like, you know what, never mind. It's just a starter home. People can change things out themselves if they don't like it, and that'll be the end of it. So I didn't bother changing it after I placed everything, and if anything, I would say that the color scheme of this entire lot is like kind of primary colors, because it's like the red outside, the blue and yellow inside, and you know, like not super primary, like straight up yellow, blue, and red, but I feel like it does kind of give off a very subtle primary triad of colors. I don't know if anyone else is familiar with color theory, but when I actually did landscaping for this house, you'll see that I use all objects for landscaping from the debug menu. And what that means is using the cheat, the bb.showliveeditobjects or bb.showhiddenobjects. If you type in debug into the search bar, it shows all these items of things that are found throughout the game that aren't in the regular build and buy objects. So it has things like the water tower and big rocks and stuff like found throughout the different worlds, a bunch of just like random stuff. Okay, but thankfully they have a whole bunch of different flowers and bushes and trees and stuff that don't cost anything. So if you use that menu or that cheat, then you can have a fully landscape yard for no cost. and that's perfect for creating a starter home because it didn't bring up the value of the lot at all, and otherwise I wouldn't have been able to put any kind of landscaping in this lot. It would have looked so basic and ugly on the outside. And actually I cheated an extra step further. When I was going through the debug menu, I actually found the exact same chimney that I would put on the house, only it was free since it was in the debug menu. So I switched out the chimney that I put there, which was like 250 simoleons, and I put the debug one instead, and then I had an extra 250 simoleons to use throughout the house. So, but like I said earlier, I didn't make it to the max of, you know, like 19,000 simoleons or anything like that, because I wanted to give like the option of having your Sims still have some extra money after purchasing the lot. So I didn't take it that far, but I could have, you know, like maybe got a little bit more decorations, or maybe gotten them a better stove or something like that, or maybe some cabinets or kitchen cabinets or whatever. But I didn't. I just figured, you know, it looks good enough. It has all the basic needs down. It's got a computer, it's got a TV, it's got a full bathroom. So I just kind of finished up everything. I think the very last thing I did was put a light on the porch, and I also put a truck there. At first I put an orange one, but I didn't like the way it looked against the house, so I put the black truck instead. And the screenshots are coming up, so I will see you in the next one. Bye!